privatization of the railways from the 90s to the early 2000s, and sort of the initial success of privatization and the process, and then the absolute disaster of multiple train accidents, and sort of people's inability and unwillingness to take responsibility for the crashes and who was responsible and what needed to be done, and sort of the aftermath and how it affected people from every level, from the higher ups in the organizations, the companies, all the way down to survivors and people who lost loved ones.
I chose this show because I enjoy political theater, and I think it's an important aspect of the theatrical world. And this piece sort of talks about the role of government and the idea of, bureaucracies and government corruption and power and its influence on, the little people. And while it's set in Britain and their struggles with that, it's also applicable to our current political system and situation.
Yeah, the rehearsal process has been very, very short and very, very exciting. We worked on different physicalities and how we can portray different people of different ages and same ages, and just the difference between those people.
And it's interesting how Rob takes 6 of us as actors and then plays about 30 characters.
We are using a puppet that was hand-built by a fantastic girl named Lauren Walker, and it's a beautiful, beautiful puppet. And he is sort of our villain of the piece. John Prescott, the politician who reappears throughout the piece. We've sort of helped the audience to understand his influence through a puppet.
People should come see the show because there's a lot of integrity in student-directed work, and it's something that's very different because it's interesting to see sort of the result of work from student directors, because with student directors you keep the same level of professional respect, but you sort of get a more relatable experience because we're being directed by our peers. So it's the notes and the direction that we're being given is very relatable because we're on a much more equal level in experience.
People should come to the show because it gives us a view of the difference between our politics and the British government, and like what is happening in their government, as well as the performance is going to be fantastic.
Yes, I called you a bastard and a son. I said, you've got 2 sons, haven't you, Mr. Prescott? And he said,
do you mind if I call you Maureen?
And I said, no, you can call me Maureen, but I'm going to call you Mr. Prescott. And he said,
yes, I have 2 sons.
And draw lessons from the accident near Paddington Station.
The Cullen inquiry was a catalogue of shame. It was a complete cover-up.
When I established the group, one of the first things I said was, this group will have been successful when it no longer has any members. Sorry. Need a break. My concentration is just gone.
The truth is that nowadays governments want to shed responsibility. That's why they'll never take the railways back. The only things governments now like to have are standing armies, navies, and air forces, because those you can boss around. You tell them to do something, they go do it. Go fight that war. Off they go. It's a simple relationship. People should come and see it because it's really interesting. Obviously, it's political drama. It's different than just your average other Freed show play because it's directed by students, and it's just cool. Go for it. Boom.